Okay, GM everyone. I'm Wilfred Okori. I'm a front-end developer. I'm a Cairo developer. I build on Starknet, that's what it means to be a Cairo developer, right? I build on Starknet, and this evening we are going to be treating Starknet's introduction to Starknet today. So what we are going to be looking at this evening, can everyone hear me? Show by your reactions that you can hear me. Do I need to be much louder than this? Okay, I can see your reaction. Thank you very much. Okay, we are going to be looking at introduction to Starknet today, and we are going to be looking at the tools that are used to make smart contracts not just a dream, but a reality on Starknet. And the major tools that we are going to be looking at this evening are Scarp, Starkly, Starknet DevNet, Starknet Foundry. So if you just permit me, I'm going to share my screen now. Can everyone see my screen? Show by your reactions. Can everyone see my screen? Okay, that's very beautiful. So we go straight to what we have first. Or no, I don't think. Can we wait? Can we wait more for others? I don't think this is your actual number. Or should we just continue? Someone can type in the comments. If we should continue, like, hello. Okay, the eyes have it. So we are just going to dive straight in. First of all, okay, I know a lot of us here might not originally be developers, so I'm going to try to make this as easy as possible. The first thing we are going to be looking at here is Scab. Now, what is Scab? Scab is the Cairo package manager. A package manager is a software that helps the developer to basically manage his package as the name states. It automates the process of installing, updating, removing, and generally managing whatever package you are using to develop. Some of the package managers we have pip for Python, we have npm, pnpm, yam, whatever for Node.js, and we have a whole lot of packages, a whole lot of package managers used for different packages, right? Now, Scab is the package manager used to manage Cairo, packages, yes. What Scab does for you is what the package manager should do for its packages. When you are writing your code, Scab helps you go through it. Scab looks to know if you are writing rubbish. That's when if you notice, I know you've written smart contracts in the previous week. After some time, you see Scab is now resolving, right? Can everyone hear me? I mean, I do like an interactive class, so I'll appreciate if at least one or two of you just turn on your mic once in a while to respond. Can everyone hear me? Does it does anyone have questions about what a package manager does?
Nope, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much, Chema.
Yeah.
Now, we are going to start from the installation, right? Or instead, let's just head straight to the SCAB documentation. Sorry, if at any point you cannot see my screen, please do well to indicate. Thank you. Can you see the screen clearly? Like, is the font good enough? The font size. Is the font size good enough? Now, okay, the documentation tells us the same thing. Scab is Cairo package manager. It helps us download Cairo package dependencies inspired by cargo and all of that. Now, let's go to the practical. So right here, okay. Oh, okay. Sorry, before we continue, how many people here do not have Scab installed in their computers? Is there anybody? Because I believe you wrote a Cairo smart contract, or at least a Cairo program in your last class. So is there anybody that does not have Scab installed? We all have Scab installed, right?
Yes, we
Very
do.
good. So, so let's look at the Scab commands. We have the command for help. Okay, first of all, we look at the Scab help. What Scab help does is that when you put this in your shell, let's paste it here. This shows us all the commands that have to do with all the commands that we can run with Scab. So we have Scab add to add dependencies. We have Scab remove, Scab build, oh, sorry, Scab remove, Scab build, Scab expand, clean, fetch, format, init, manifest file, new package. So we have a whole lot of commands that we can carry out here with Scab. So I'm just going to open this test contracts. Can everyone see my screen? Can everyone see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, instead of doing this, let's run through the commands. When we use scab new, what scab new does is that scab new creates a new directory within the current directory that becomes your scab project. So let's say I want to name my project first scab tests. So scab new first scab test is going to create a project called first scab test within this directory, and it's going to be initialized with everything that we need to write a Cairo program. When you use scab new, there are two options. Which version do you want to set up? Do you want to set up Starknet Foundry or Cairo test? The difference is that for this Cairo test is not exactly optimized for writing smart contracts. It's just the default, boilerplate, yes, that comes with writing a normal Cairo project. When you want to write a Starknet smart contract, we use this Starknet Foundry. So we are going to be using Starknet Foundry. We just wait a little, and it has created our projects. So let's say code first scab test. and that opens up our VS Code. You look at it, it has the source, it has the tests, the git ignore, the scam.log, scam.pml, and slfound.tml. Does anybody have questions on this? Any questions? No, that was perfect.
No, you can go ahead.
Okay. Now let us delete this. Then I'm going to create the directory again. This first captures I created now. Okay, let's open it in our VS Code to see what it gives us. We can see that it's empty, right? Yes. Okay. So let's head back over to the documentation. What does scab init do? We've used scab new already. So let's see what scab init does according to the documentation. Oh, it's 2 minutes here. Oh,
I think it's down there.
where?
Just go down a bit.
Oh, it's actually not.
It's not. It's not here.
Hold on. Yeah, look at it here. So the difference between scab new and scab init is that scab init creates the contracts inside the current folder instead of creating a new subfolder. Right? Does everyone understand what is written here?
Yes, we do.
Thank you. So let's open up this again. So which test runner do we want set up? One Starknet found. So again, it does exactly the same thing, right? So is there any question? Is there any question as regards that one? That's easy, right? Please, your reactions. Interactive class. Chioma is not the only one.
No questions. You can move on.
Okay, thank you very much. Then the next thing we are going to look at, we've looked at scab init. Let's look at this. Let's see what scab format does for us. Let me say I'm not exactly editing the contract. I just want to can everyone see what I'm doing? Can everyone see what I'm doing? Yes. You can see.
Yes, yes.
So what I've okay, you know prettier for JavaScript. I don't know if it's just for JavaScript, but you know how prettier works in your other projects, how it arranges your code. So scab format, I'm not going to say scab format is exactly like that, but it organizes your code. So let's run scab format on this. You see what it did? It removed the leading white spaces. Am I the only one that saw that? Yes, okay, everyone saw it. Thank you. Although it's supposed to be removing this extra license as well. But yeah, that's it. Then we also have scrap build. Now let's head over to the documentation to see what scrap build does. Scrap build. When you build a Cairo program, it generates a new directory, target/dev. And inside the directory, you have your contract class, .json, and another another file. Now these two files are important, especially when declare you want to declare the class hash when you want to deploy a smart contract. We are still going to get there this evening, but for now we are talking about just scap. So let's see what scap build will do for us. I'm just going to close this. So I want you to look at this closely. Look at the files that are inside here. So when I scap build, let's see what happens. Now this has been generated. This targets and it has dev inside. It has two packages, the contract class and the Starknet artifacts, both necessary to deploy. And we're going to be seeing that later in this class. Yeah, I think there should be no problem with this as well, right? We are good to go. Hello, any questions at this point?
No, it's good. It's okay. It's good.
I'm going to take that. Then next, let's look at scap. Let's look at scap tests. Although from here I can see that this test is going to fail already, because we're already seeing red. Scap is resolving and it's not in our favor. So what scap test does is that it goes into the test folder and it runs the tests that are available here. It might actually not fail. And it runs the tests that are available here. Since we used Starknet Foundry to bootstrap the project, as it's a Starknet smart contract, you can see in here all the SN Forge, STD, and other things. Like when you are writing tests for a smart contract, you're actually going to import a lot of things, including contract class traits, declare result traits. You are going to import a whole lot of things from SN Forge, because that's what SN Forge is used to. SN Forge is used for testing majorly. So that's what scap test does for us. Since this using scap tests, using the command scap test will be equivalent to using SM Forge tests, because we use Starknet Foundry to bootstrap the project. I hope everyone understands what today. Any question?
Sir, please, can you also repeat that was just explain now that part?
Okay, I said that here using scap tests. If you remember when we were initializing the project, we had two options. We could either use Cairo tests or Starknet Foundry to bootstrap the project, but we chose Starknet Foundry, right? So since you chose Starknet Foundry, when you run scab test in your terminal, is going to under the hood run a command called smforge test. Okay, I already have smforge installed, so I'm just going to show you that it's going to do exactly the same thing. smforge test. And we have this use code, Starknet, storage pointer address, storage pointer access, blah, blah, blah. Just fail, just fail. I know it's going to fail, so let it just fail. Yeah, those are the errors now. Try. Okay. So, Prince, do you follow what I said now? Hello? Okay. Thank you very much. Next. Oh, sorry. I have not even opened. I have not even opened the. Okay, we have passed all of these places already, right? We said we're looking at scab installation, Starknet, Katana, Starknet Daemon, and Starknet Foundry. We've said all of this. We've also explained this. So, okay, what have I not done? Okay, I've not done scab add, and I've not done scab Cairo. Okay, now let's go to the documentation to see what scab add does for us. Exactly. So, when you want to add dependencies to your Cairo project, it's all done in the scab.cml file. So, just like you do in, okay, let me know these things here on JavaScript, because I don't know how many of you are developers in Web2, and how many of you are actually JavaScript developers. So let's just continue. When you want to add dependencies, you come here and declare dependencies. Then you add whatever you want to add under. Just like in this place, when you look at your scab.tml, look at dependencies. It has Starknet version 2.11.2, right? Everybody can see it. Dependencies, dev dependencies, and things like that. Yeah. So using scab add, the way to do this is just you write scab add, put your dependency and put the version. If it's a dev dependency, you are going to use the flag dev to add it, and it's going to add. That's what it said over here. When you use the flag dev, it's going to add or remove a dev dependency. Okay, scab removes a dependency. So let's just try this. Scab add this. So we're going to paste it in. So this is the result of scab add Alexandria map, right? And if you go into your, okay, it's already here. Then let's do the same thing, but Let's do the same thing, but carb remove. See? So did everybody see what happened? No magic, right? Everything is perfectly clear till now. So give a thumbs up if you are following. Really, if you have to make me wait for the thumbs up. Anyway, anyway, what's next? What have I not done? What have I not done? Okay, scab Cairo. What does scab Cairo do for us? I don't think this scab Cairo works anymore. Listen, recent versions of scab. But let's just okay, it still works actually. But there's a warning here that it's going to be duplicated soon. And it runs this particular um, no panic, I'm still here. Sorry, apologies for the next few minutes. You're not going to see my face. No, we are good anyway, like that. I can continue, right? Okay. So yes, Scap Chiron worked for us and it gave us this error. Let's also try the Scap execute to be sure. Scap execute does basically the same thing, but Scap Chiron is going to be departed soon, as we saw in the warning. Okay, that's very beautiful. So, does anyone have any question on Scap? Any question at all? I heard that in your previous assignment, some people were facing some issues with Scap. Nobody? Wow, everybody here is brilliant. God, when? So, can I move? Thumbs up to as fast as I can move. That's very beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, ask a question. Yeah, I mean, Lamin, ask a question. I don't know why Baka. I
No,
don't
no,
know why
say
I know him back.
you can move.
Okay, he said I can move. Okay, thank you very much. I'm going to move. So the next we have we're gonna scrap them. I think we're moving at a good pace. So the next thing we are going to look at is Starkline. Starkline is a command line interface tool designed for interacting with the Starknet blockchain. So, okay, as it says, or as the definition, we use Starkline within the command line to carry out transactions, state changes, whatever we want to on the blockchain. Starkline just gives us access to the blockchain from the command line. So Starkline uses things. Okay, it helps us to query information. Helps us to query information from blockchain, such as transaction information, account balance, general state of the blockchain. It helps us create accounts and keys, read and write smart contracts, and declare and deploy smart contracts. Any question on that? Any? Can I move? Okay, thank you very much. I can move. So, okay. Oh, I did not. Okay, yes, I showed you at the beginning of when we were talking about SCAP, how we can use the help flag. We can add the help flag to any command to show us the commands associated with that, such as, let's say, we want to SCAP build, but we want to see what SCAP build does. So it tells us, it gives us different options for customizing our SCAP build and different flags. I mean, that's basically what flag options to customize your commands, right? So we have Starknet help, Starknet transaction, Starknet block number, invoke call, signer and Starknet account, Starknet declare and Starknet declare. So we are going to be looking at this, but before I continue, how many of us have Starknet installed in our computers? Wow. Okay. I've seen 2 yeses and 2 no. Should we give, okay, I've seen 3 no's now. So should we give time for you to install Starknet so that as I'm going, you are going to be going with me? Or should I continue and you practice at home? If we should give more time, if we should give more time to install, thumbs up. Okay. Okay. I'm going to show you, I'm going to walk through the installation. Do is that for all these packages, all these Starknet tools, I use ASDF to install them. So all I need to do is ASDF install Starknet. I get to the GitHub repo. I mean, you could actually do this without coming here. Instead of copying this is what I copy. I come back to my command line, I paste it, but then it's already added. After you do this, your next step is you can install or you can go straight and install the latest version. After installing the latest version, you are going to set the version that the entire computer is going to be using. You can either set the version globally or locally. I believe we know how ASDF works by now, since most of us probably use it to install SCAP, if I'm not wrong. So I'm going to give 5 minutes. Is 5 minutes too small? Okay, let's be. Is 5 minutes too small or 10 minutes? I'm going to give 10 minutes
No,
for everyone
five
here to
minutes.
install.
5 minutes is enough.
Sorry, I didn't hear
Oh,
you.
no, I
I
was
mean,
saying 5 minutes is good.
5 minutes is good, right? So for now, I'm going to
Yeah, it
stop
should
sharing
be
my
good.
screen. I'm going to give 5 minutes for everyone to install Starknet and be back here by 9:25, if that's okay. I'm waiting for you guys. Oh, good. What's the name?
What upgrade is it? Samsung S series.
So if you are done with your Starknet installation, can I see a thumbs up? Wow, just Pascal. Okay, Pascal, I mean, okay. I think we just need two more. We just need two more persons. Oh, Choma, you like my face? Who else is done with the installation? Can we continue, please? Ah, okay, I'm just going to give 2 more minutes. After 2 minutes, no matter who is not done, we're going to continue.
Hi, Tutor. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So I ran that command, then I was trying to check if it was installed right. Then I tried Starkly version, but it was telling me command not found.
Okay, after your did you set your global Starknet version?
Nope, sorry. Hold on, let me check again.
Check the comments, check the comments.
Okay, I've seen it. Let me try it again.
Yes, try it and give me feedback.
All right. Um, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Did it work?
So am I
Hello?
supposed to do the install before the global?
Yes, you are supposed to do the install before the global.
All right. Sorry. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Downloading. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, Choma.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So I installed it and everything is there, but it was saying something about that 2 version. I think the last time we tried installing, I think Scarp, we had to do that nano thing to add it. Should I still do it for this too? But it's showing the version already. I can see it 0.38.
I don't think you have to do it, but we are not using the same version of ASDF probably, so
Okay,
you might need to do it. But with my version of ASDF, I didn't have to do it.
add it.
I've,
All right.
yes, I've not updated my ASDF in a long time.
All right, no problem. Thank you. I'll just try it later.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, I think we've given enough time. Ladies and gentlemen, let's continue with our start line. Okay, I mean, time is not on our side. So can everyone see my screen? If you can see my screen, thumbs up. Okay, that's very beautiful. So I'm just going to come to this command line and yes, this is my Stack Live version. Let's look at what the slides say. Okay, we've looked at what Stackline is used for. Let's just stay within what is here. Of course, you know what Stackline help is probably going to do, but I'm going to show it anyway. So the same way Scarp help did, it showed us the commands we can use Stackline. So you have the selector, class hash, ABI. The selector calculates selector from name, class hash, calculates class hash from contract transfer. ABI extract contract ABI. So there is a whole lot of commands here. So let's try a few of them. Let me see start line block number. It gives me the number of the current block. The warning says you are using neither the RPC flag nor the network. So by default, it's using the testnet, which is Sepolia. I don't know if you've been told before now, but there are two major networks: the Starknet mainnet and Starknet testnet, which is Sepolia. So by default, when we don't put any RPC URL, it uses Sepolia. So okay, we've been able to see our block number, right? Let's see our block hash. This is the current block hash. Is anybody following? What Stackline is doing now is showing us the current state of the blockchain, where the blockchain is, but on Sepolia, since we're not using any RPC. Next, let's look at. Okay, I should actually be following the whatever is called. This is the block time. It does make sense, right? 17th of March 2025. Yeah. So no questions so far. Everything is good, right? Okay, now let's look at this. We've looked at block number. Let's see how we use this transaction command. So as we mentioned before, to see how any command works, all we need to do is add the help flag. So it says get Starknet transaction by hash. Usage Starknet transaction hash. It means we cannot run this thing without putting a class hash there. You are going to get an error. So let's head over to Voyager. Remember that we are on Sepolia because we are not supplying. Here we can select the network. It's a minute now. But we are on Sepolia because we don't have any RPC URL to supply. So let's go back to Sepolia. And we'll come to the latest transactions. We are going to copy the hash here and go back to our so what this is supposed to do is it's supposed to give us information on this particular transaction that occurred. When you press enter, you can see the transaction hash, which is what we supply, the type, sender address, code data, version, signature, none, fee data availability mode, long data. So you can just see information on the transaction when you use that command. Is that clear? It's not quantum physics, right? It's not rocket science. Very good. Next, let's look at, okay, we looked at this. Let's look at Starknet invoke and Starknet code. Let's use the documentation for this. Oh, okay. Invoking contracts. The basic format of a Starknet invoke command is Starknet invoke address selector argument. So the example here is Starknet invoke. You have the contract address. Why is my mouth ticking? You have the selector, which is transfer, and you have the arguments. So I don't know if this is public. We should try it in our terminal. I'm going to clear. No, sorry, just hold on. Let me see if I can find contract. Yeah.
Go to check, read, and write contracts. Yes.
What am I not saying?
Just copy that the get log forms, or you can just type it out. As it is.
Although it's definitely going to fail because I mean we are not permitted. Well, let's at least see the error. Where is the contract address? Mhm. Oh, okay. Let's you know what? Let's just leave this on for now. But basically, um Starknet invoke and Starknet call Starknet invoke is used to write to a contract using Starknet, and Starknet call is used to read from a contract. I'm going to show another example at the end of this class. Yes. Then let's move to Starknet signer and Starknet accounts. These two blocks are what you are going to be dealing with the most through your Glycolis career on Starknet. So let's look at what they do in the documentation. Starknet uses signers to sign transactions. A signer can be anything that provides valid seed transactions in parties, blah 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 blah. Yeah, I believe there's no I there's no real command that you need here right now. This is where it starts. Or you know what? Let's just go straight to this. Can we go straight to this? I think we can. Let's look at it on Sepolia because this Starknet signer, Starknet account, declare and deploy, all of them have to do with deploying smart contracts either to DevNet, to Sepolia, or to main. So let's just go straight into it. Where is the contract that we start? What was the name? Okay. We are going to use this. Perfect. So can everybody see us? Can everybody see my screen? Okay, very good. So this is probably going to be your most frequent use of Starknet. Creating a new. Let's go from the top. So nothing. Creating a new Starknet account first requires creating a Starknet signer, which will be encrypted, be an encrypted key store signer. Create. So we are going to use this command here to create a new Starknet signer. I don't know why my mouse is somewhere. You know what? Let me not do it here. Let me do it over here. So I'm just going to call it password. And yes, this is the public key. So this generates a public key for us. To avoid specifying the key store file in every subsequent Starknet command, export the key store path by running this. So let's run this. So if at any point indeed you get no, do well to notify. Oh, gosh, check this on start spam. I'm going to check it. What was that? So I'm copying this. Now that you have a Starknet signer, you can create a new account by running Starknet account host init account.json. Now, what this Starknet account command does is that it creates a Starknet account for us of the type from Open Zeppelin. That's what OZ stands for. And it initializes it in an account.json file in our current directory. So I'm going to copy it and paste it in my terminal here. They said I should enter the key store password again. So I'm going to enter it. That's created a new account config file. So let's check here. This is the account of JSON is created, right? Version 1 type opens the calendar as OZ, version 1 public key, deployment state of undeployed class hash, and the source. So next, the results resemble the following. Yes, we have all of this. This particular one is not necessary, but you to avoid specifying the path to this account.json every time, you can do it like this. Although me, I don't usually do it. I always specify paths because I love work too much. So let's just do this according to what this says. Finally, to deploy your accounts, run Starknet accounts deploy account dedication network report Sequoia although this flag is not necessary. We're entering key store password. Okay. Did everybody follow what I just did? Any question about what I just did now before I continue? It's important. Okay. Again, I'm going to say it. If at any point in this process you get lost, please call my attention. This deployment is something that is difficult for many people. I found it hard myself when I was learning Cairo development. If at any point you get lost in this process, do well to call my attention. Thank you. So let's continue. It says, okay, the estimated account deployment fees this stack. However, to avoid failure, found at least this stack to the following address. Okay, so let's copy the address. Look for faucets. This is the surest plug for Starknet faucets. So what Starknet faucets is just test tokens to use on Sequoia whenever you're carrying out anything on Sequoia. Like nobody has time to be spending anything on the mainnet. What did they say we should send? Did they say we should send stack or 8? Okay, we have to send stack. So you can request 150 stack every 24 hours. So request tokens. So transaction sent successfully. So we have funded this address. We funded this particular address now. Again, is anybody lost? Is anybody lost?
No, it's good.
Okay, everybody good. There are some voices I'm not hearing at all in this class. Like KK, Chinedu, and there are a lot of voices I'm not hearing in this class. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. Is everything just entering your brains like seamlessly? I don't need to be worried, do I? Okay, let's continue. So now that we've funded this address, I'm going to hit enter. Account deployments, transaction not confirmed yet. So transaction confirmed. Let's go back. We've passed this stage. Then the next is to deploy. Next is to declare and deploy these contracts on Sepolia. The steps we previously took is creating a signer and creating an account, right? Thumbs up if you are following. The steps we previously took is creating a signer and creating an account. And now the steps we are going to take is declaring and deploying this Hello Starknet transaction on Sequoia. So let's get into it. So yes, let's declare the contract. We use Starknet declare your target slash dev. That's the path to your contract class file. I'll always advise you come to your code editor, copy the path to this thing. Yes, this is the path. So instead of this, I'm going to give this, and then you choose your network, Sepolia, and okay. The reason for this stack flag is so that whatever we are doing, we don't need to fund it. We are just dealing with stack alone. So network, go to Sepolia and stack. Keystore password again. Don't forget your keystore password. It can be very frustrating if you do. So this is our class hash. It means this class hash has been declared on Sepolia. Now let's confirm if it has truly been declared. I'm going to copy the class hash. I'm going to go to Voyager. We are on Sepolia, yes. And I'll paste it here. This is it. Not verified, just a class hash. Timestamp a minute ago. Unix timestamp this. Read functions. The increase balance. Okay, read function is get balance. Write function is increase balance. Just as exactly as we have here. Increase balance and get balance. Is anybody lost? Is anybody not following? Is anybody not following? Can I continue?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we have done now is that we have declared the class hash on
So
the test network.
sorry.
Okay.
I think that you might want to sometimes just do like a replay of what you're doing, like a summary of what you've done so far, so everyone else can
Sorry?
catch up, and then you can move on. So I'm saying that sometimes you might want to do like a summary of what you've done so far, so everyone else can catch up before you go to the next step.
Yes, I've been doing it. Have I not been doing it? I've been doing it. I'm not getting responses from you. So I said what we have
Yeah,
done now.
that's because this part is all very technical. I mean, some people can find it very technical. So I'm just saying though, but yeah, well done, thank you.
I understand. Let's walk through from the top. First, we declared a new signer keystone, right? And the path is keystone.json. This Starknet signer keystone is creating a new signer keystone. This new means it's new, and keystone.json is the path to where we want it. And it's a relative path to this directory. So if you check your VS Code, this is the keystone.json. Yes, it looks weird, but as as documentation told us, it's encrypted. We're not supposed to understand it. That's why it looks like this. Next, we exported the path so that we don't have to keep repeating it. Although I'm going to keep repeating it anyway. After that, we created a new Starknet account of the type from Open Zeppelin. That's what this OZ means. We initialize the account, and the path is account.json relative to the folder. If we open our VS Code again, we see the account.json, right? Okay, now you can actually see that the status of this account has changed to deployed. I did not show you in the beginning. That was my bad. The type open Zeppelin, yes, we have this. Oh, that was a mistake. Sorry. And the third thing we did is that I'm ignoring this exporting of path. The next thing we did is that we deployed the account to Sepolia network, and we put this flag to show that we want to use stack for everything. If we had not put this flag, they might have told us the estimated account deployment fee in Earth, and then you are going to have to get Starknet faucets, Ethereum, not Stack. That's Ether. So is there anybody that does not understand what we want to say? Are you lost? Call my attention now, please. David Joseph, are you lost?
Yes, yes, very well. I'm on it. Thank you.
Did you say you're lost or you're okay? You're with me.
Yes, I'm with you.
Who is lost? I'm looking for someone like that. When Jesus came, he said he came to heal the sick, not to heal those that are well. Please, who is lost? Nobody. Can we continue? Okay. Come back. This way we deployed the account, and yeah, the account's already deployed. This is just the transaction hash. And then the next thing we did was use this account to deploy. Sorry, the next thing we did was use this account to declare our contracts. So that's Starknet declare. You put the path to your contract class.json. I mentioned here that the best way to get the path is just hover, right click, and copy relative path. Like whatever you are doing in this stage, when it comes to declaring and deployment, you don't want to write anything manually. As much as possible, try and copy, like automatic copy. Don't write anything manually. The slightest mistake can be costly, especially if you are dealing with deployment to minutes. But yeah, let's continue. So this is where we are now. We have declared the contract on Sepolia network. I'm going to send this. In case anyone needs it again when they want to deploy Also, for more support, you can also come to Starknet by example. This Starknet by example is where I go to when I have issues, like different issues. So you can see deploying and interacting with contracts here. So this is another way to do it. In fact, this is the recommended way. This is the way I usually use. So okay. So I think the next is the last step. So all we need to do is Starknet deploy. This declaring returned a class hash, and we've checked this class hash on the Voyager. Oh, sorry. I'm actually very sorry. This site Voyager is used for viewing what is happening on the blockchain. I'm very sorry I used it without introducing it properly. It's used for viewing what is happening on the blockchain. So we can set it to mainnet or Sepolia. As it's on mainnet, if we put that class hash here, it's not going to show anything. No results found, right? Because it's on the mainnet. Well, let's change it to Sepolia and see what happens. So we can see that class hash here. So that's what happened here, in case anybody missed it. Another site you can use for this is Starkscam. This is on the mainnet now. So you just have to switch to Sepolia. Paste. And you have this. Oh, that's all. So again, the last step that we are supposed to take is to deploy the contract. So as I said, declaring the contract, return the class hash. So we are going to use this class hash to deploy the contracts. So let's go. Starknet deploy. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
And you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's very good. So Starknet deploy, you put your class hash, which you have put, add your network flag, enter your keystone password again. So our contract is deployed. And now we can inspect this contract on Voyager. It's already here. Where is the timestamp? Okay, created on this date by this time. So we have, for the first time, successfully deployed contracts on the Starknet testnet. So yeah, I think it's worth applauding. Clap for yourselves. Uh, I'm continuing this class on the premise that everybody here is going to practice this thing when they get home. Since obviously we can't have everybody follow right now. Like we can't have everybody do the same thing as I'm doing it. So please, when you leave the class, when you're practicing in your free time, you can use any contract. You can even decide to deploy the smart contracts you wrote in the previous week. If there is enough time, I'm just going to look at Starknet DevNet and probably I'll talk a bit about I'll talk a bit about Starknet Foundry. And then if there is time at the end of the class, if there is time at the end of the class, I'm going to deploy a small smart contract like this so that we are not just going to be using these default smart contracts. If I'm not able to do it in this class, we're going to do it in the next class before we start what we have for that day. If that's okay by you. Ah, so I can finally close this tab. Just going to confirm that this is here. It's indeed is here, and it's a contract, an instance of the class, and this is the timestamp, and everything looks exactly the way it was. So it's not a lie. We have successfully used Starklight to create a signer, create an account, to declare and to deploy a smart contract to the testnet. Now, what is the next we are looking at? Okay, we've done our Starklight demo. Okay, next we have the Starknet, DevNet, and Katana. Can everybody hear me? Does anybody have any question on Starknet? Can everybody hear me? Any question on Starknet?
Yeah, so just before you said something about making like a demo contract, like a fresh one that is not the default. I was gonna say that we'll do that because that would like solidify everything and make us understand it better. But so far it's been very well, like at least like we're getting to have like basic understanding of everything. But the demo contract that is not the default will make it all make perfect sense for us. Thank you.
Okay, maybe. Can you hear me?
Yes, very well.
Okay. I said maybe I'm going to take one of your assignments. I'm going to take one person's submission from the last assignment, right? And we are going to deploy that contract separately. How is that? That's okay.
Yeah, anything works. But I don't know. I'm sure most people have not submitted, probably because of some challenges, light and other stuffs. But anything works. We can just grab a contract from anywhere.
Everyone's there. And everyone's there. So, probably we'll look at
Your audio is not clear. You're not coming across clear. I'm sorry.
Sorry?
Your audio is not clear. You're not coming across clear.
How about now? Is it better?
You're breaking up.
Is the audio better now? Hello?
Yeah, a bit better. A bit better, but not as good as it was before.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can.
Is it much better now? Can we
I think
manage
we
like
can
this?
manage. Yeah, we can manage with that.
Okay. Well, just going to quickly look at Starknet, DevNet, and Katana. So both Katana and Starknet DevNet are development nodes. They run on our machines and simulate a real blockchain node. This allows us to test our programs very quickly without having to go like without having to go through contracts, without having to go through what we went through the last, should I say, session of few minutes. I mean, when you're deploying to DevNet or anything, you still have you still have to go through that. But the difference is that you can always spin up a new DevNet with with mainnet and Sequoia. You don't want to keep wasting, even if it's faucet token, you don't want to keep wasting it. And it's like it's just it just makes everything local. You don't really have to interact with the main blockchain. Just like we are importing Starknet DevNet into our local machine. Is that clear?
Yeah, yeah, that's clear. No, the voice is still not very okay, but we are struggling
Okay.
with it.
You know what was going to happen? I think we should stop here at this now. First of all, many of us are tired. There are like 8 left for and I barely can't hear myself. So I think we have tried this. We have talked about and we have talked about Starkline. The remaining two tools that we're going to talk about are Starknet DevNet slash Katana and Starknet Foundry. After we talk about those ones, which is not going to be very long, we are going to write our first year's 20 contract. Is that okay?
Yes, that's okay. I think that's better. Otherwise, we're
Okay.
struggling to get it to hear you.
Sorry? Yeah, I'm struggling to hear myself. So this brings us to the end of tonight's class. Make sure you practice what you preach and you practice what you preach. So I wish you all a good night. Okay, link to the slides by all means.
Okay, thank you. Good night.
So good night, everyone. In Web3,
Thank-
we don't say good night. We say GM, everyone.
GM.
Don't sleep.
GM.
So that brings us to the end of the class. And I'll see you in the next. Make sure you are prepared. That class is going to last more than 2 hours. And we are going to have a lot. So good night.